I have to say that I have seen a lot of love on the planet. I mean, I've seen instances where we could use more, right? But there's a lot, I feel like there's a lot of love on the planet. I think there's a lot more love than trust. You can love someone and not trust them. Do you know what I'm saying? You can love your neighbor but not trust them. You can love the country over here. You can love a child and not necessarily trust them. Do you follow what I'm saying? I have decided that we are working together globally on the issue of trust. I really feel that, and that's a key to our evolution. I feel that when we can trust, and trust what? You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a movement, trust birth. Oh, that's a great idea. I agree, we should trust birth. But what I have seen is that when birth doesn't look like you expect it to, though, your trust can falter. You can doubt, all right? So what, trust women? Yeah, let's trust women, all right? But I've also seen if women don't do what you think they should do, you can doubt them, right? So trust what? Trust life? Trust, what's a girl to trust here? Well, I don't think you can trust birth or women or life, because all of those things are volatile. I think the best place to start is to start to trust yourself. Do you see what I mean? I think that's the matrix of trust. To begin to trust yourself. Even though you will do things that make you doubt, right? Do you see what I'm saying? But you're you. You're in here. You can work that out anytime you want. So trusting yourself. And then we can build relationships on trust. How could I trust you if I couldn't trust myself? And why would I expect you to trust me if I didn't trust myself? Right? So I think trust is, I think I don't have the answer. Do you know what I mean? Like, the next thing I'm not going to say is, oh, and here's how we do that. You know? I'm saying it's a work in progress, but I'm saying it's something we really have to look at. All right? The fact that there's a big difference between love and trust. And that I think globally, as I said before, I think we're all working on trust. Imagine it would be a different world if we trusted each other. But no, we're ferreting out nuclear warheads over here, and this country is going to fight this country over the water because they don't trust that this country will give them the water. Do you see what I mean? What I'm talking about with trust? Okay, it's a huge issue. And I also feel it's a huge issue in birth. Back here, we weren't really trusting birth, and we weren't trusting the holistic paradigm. Why? Because we said, oh yes, let's co-create and let's communicate, but everybody who was licensed was never allowed to really do that. Well, you just can't trust people. You just can't trust. What I have noticed is that, you know, I wonder how much, because I certainly haven't asked every caregiver, but I wonder how much caregivers really trust the people that they work for, that they are giving care to. You know? And a lot of people, sadly, do not. They don't trust people to make choices that are good for them. Why? Because you haven't listened to what makes common sense. Right? A lot of people make choices that you would not make because it makes sense for them. I'm going back here to sit down, listen, ask them what. Here's something that I learned many years ago as well. I and the people I work with and the planet are much better served by curiosity than judgment. Okay? And you know, we all struggle with judgment, right? So I have learned to replace judgment